I'm ready to slay some of these energy vampires. Be gone energy vampires. Hello beautiful humans, my name is Mango and welcome back to my channel. This is something that has been sitting on my mind and my heart for a minute. Let's talk about it. How to spot and slay energy vampires. If you don't know what energy vampires are, people who consciously or subconsciously drain your energy, take away all of your good energy, and reflect all their bad energy onto you. This is a no-no. We don't tolerate that over here. I'll say in my experience, I've come across so many people. They were not all good people, I'll tell you that for sure. Sometimes you won't even realize it. Sometimes it will be a subconscious feeling, like an emotion that will come to you later on and you'll be thinking, why do I feel this way? Or why am I thinking these things? Girl, it's because you're hanging around people who are dumping all of their bad energy onto you. We don't need that. Just for a smooth transition, I would say that that is the first sign that you are hanging out or being around a energy vampire. Feeling drained, emotionally exhausted, or depleted during or after a hangout or an outing. My advice to that is to limit your exposure so that you can reduce the amount of drain. I've had so many encounters in my life where after speaking to a person or just being in their presence would drain me. I'm a huge energy person. Every decision that I make is based on how it's going to make me feel. I'm extremely careful with the people that I let around me, so when a person's energy is just really bad and it's overwhelming, I really feel it. Not to sound a little too much, but when I've been out and it's been a long day and I come back into my room, I feel when somebody has been in my room. It's just an energy. It's an energy difference. I put a certain energy and intention into my room before I leave, so when I come back, it's kind of like rejuvenating myself in a way. I purposely set this energy in my room. Nothing can be misplaced or touched, and I just know I will come to back to my room and everything will look exactly the same. I'll be like, somebody's been in here. I'm so dramatic. Shout out to all my spiritual girls. But yes, it is best to limit as much exposure as possible. The last thing that we need is a person consciously or subconsciously sucking the life out of us all the time. Friendly gatherings should be filled with inspiring one another, deep and intellectual conversations, encouraging each other with support, with the shoulder to cry on. Not somebody who is going to always make you question their intentions because of how they make you feel constantly. Every single time somebody makes me feel this way, 9 times out of 10, I am right about how they feel about me, what their thoughts are about me, and their intentions. So you have to really trust your gut and your intuition. I would say that a second sign is somebody who is a Debbie Downer. A person who always responds negative to everything that you say. And my advice for this could either go 2 ways, because this could be extremely emotionally draining and you have to be careful with how you deal with people like this, because they could be extremely manipulative and make you feel like you're in the wrong. So you could either go 2 ways with this. When it comes to energy vampires, there are a variety. There's the victim, the person who always encounters problems and seeks sympathy and points fingers at everybody else but themselves. Also tend to just share how bad their life is, and they don't talk about anything else but that. The criticizer, the one who always is so quick to point out other people's flaws, rarely has anything positive to say. This could be about your life choices or any aspect of your life. The dramatizer, the dramatizer, the one who always seeks attention and blows everything out of proportion so that they can remain the focus, and they just basically always seek drama. The blamer, the one who has a huge habit of blaming others for their own problems and they refuse to take accountability. The 5th one, which is the last one, is the manipulator. In other words, the users. They use emotional tactics to get what they want, making it extremely challenging to know what their true, raw intentions are. If the person that you are dealing with is any of these, it may be hard to put your foot down and tell them how they make you feel. But no worries, my love. This may be a hot take, in my opinion, from Mango herself. It is okay to disappear. It is okay to disappear on these people. Like, just no contact, no communication, no nothing. Just disappear. Let them sit with their own insecurities about it and just disappear. Flow like the wind. Just whoosh. What happened to Mango? What happened to Saniya? Oh no. I say that is a hot take because a lot of people are like, be mature, communicate your feelings, da da da. But if you're dealing with a manipulator or somebody who only sees their point of view and nothing else, you are not going to get anything out of the conversation anyway. So that is already a draining thing to do, trying to communicate with a person that has these habits, that has these characteristics about them. And a lot of times this can cause more harm than good. Trying to have a truthful conversation with somebody who doesn't know how to handle the truth, it can cause way more harm than good. Forgetting them and leaving them exactly where they are and where they need to be is extremely valid and okay. Don't feel guilty about it because you're doing what's best for you at the end of the day. But obviously, on the other hand, you are welcome to open a conversation and establish clear boundaries and acceptable behaviors if you want to. I will say this: never ever in your life, when it comes to anything, always put yourself first. Never feel like you have to compromise your well-being. If you have to sacrifice not being mature, or if you have to sacrifice just, leaving something where it's at, that person thinking bad about it, because you never know what goes through people's brain when you kind of just disappear. If you have to sacrifice that to have more peace in your life, then I say do it. Do what your future self is going to thank you for. If you have to never deal with these kinds of people in your life, don't settle for it. Always choose yourself in moments where it causes frustration between you and another person. My third tip on how to spot an energy vampire is somebody with a victim mindset, a victim mentality, and always complaining. Me thinking about that just in general just is draining itself. Who wants to be around a person who has a struggle mentality and eats, breathes, and consumes struggle? Absolutely nobody. Your thoughts and your words are so powerful, especially when you are speaking aloud. If you did not know, people can manifest things for you. So if you don't have good energies around you and people are vocal about negative things and you're around it, it can get onto you, because things that you say and do will become your reality. Remember that where energy goes, energy flows, whether it's bad energy or good energy. I would say that you should never tolerate others putting their limiting beliefs onto you. This is extremely important because people like this are the evil eye in human form. Being around people like this is bad spiritual hygiene, and that is exactly why you can't just let your energy be around every and anybody. You must create boundaries and you must protect it. That is a sign of self-love, by the way. Don't give the term friend out to just anybody just so easily. People like this will undo your hard work and bring you down exactly to where they are at, intentionally or unintentionally. And even if it's unintentionally, it does not mean that it is okay for them to do it because they're not doing it purposely. It's all about energy. Energy doesn't pick and choose who they want to affect, and you have to keep that in mind. Understand that people like this are only lessons, not people that you can confide in wholeheartedly. There are a variety of people who crave friendship and can't be alone and are just keeping company just to be around people. But just know that quality over quantity is always important to shove into your mind. Don't ever feel like having more friends is better than having a small group of friends that are better for you. Forget about popularity, forget about how other people see you. Focus on your well-being and what you need in your life. And if that comes with just having 2 to 3 friends that are good for you, that is okay. Not to say friends are not important, because they are. Having good people around you who are going to inspire you and push you to be your best self are so important. But it just matters how you pick them. Like I said before, a lot of people cannot accept this, but having only 2 to 3 friends that are going to motivate you and support you through all your obstacles and your hard times is way better than having 10 plus friends with all of these overwhelming, overstimulating personalities who are going to overwhelm you and take a lot out of you. Now, granted, if you have 10 plus friends that are just perfect and they're all good for you, even though they go through their own problems and they still show up for you at their best, good for you, girl. As you should. As you should. But that is on a very rare occasion. That's just hypothetically. But as of right now, we must pick the people that are going to be there for us and be there for us at their best. We cannot expect good out of everybody, and we have to protect ourselves. This bad company, even if you don't even realize it, is so extremely toxic. They'll say things like this: I would get a job for better income, but it's just not in the cards for me. Even though it is very possible. I want a successful relationship, but nobody wants me because just look at me. Even though everybody is for somebody and everybody is somebody's type. I want to start being productive and going to the gym every morning, but I can't because everybody will look at me and just judge me. Even though people staring and silently judging you does not stop your productivity. Your insecurities do. And your conversations will go exactly like this. I can't wait to get a job. I'm so excited for this new journey. I was thinking maybe a cafe. Yeah, but it's too much work trying to figure out all those drinks, and it's too much work that they put you through. Like it's too much. Or this. I'm so happy to start my YouTube and just build a huge supportive community. Yeah, but it takes too long. The editing, the hate comments that you're going to get, and it's gonna take years before you even get to where you want to be. It was draining even listening to that, wasn't it? Exactly. Never acting that out ever again, because that took a lot out of me even doing that. I would say the last thing to really realize that you are around energy vampires, you pick up their negative traits. Now you know, I'm always gonna make you do some self-work as well. That's just what I do. If you tolerate people like this around you, you can in fact adapt the same characteristics and even question yourself. Forget heights, forget spiders. I've always said that one of my biggest fears in life is to lose my sense of self, or losing myself in general, and you never want to sacrifice your identity or authentic self. You must be around energies that are going to make you grow, inherit healthy acts. It is so important to be around energies that put you in a growth mindset, a growth mentality. I've been around people in the past who are honestly bad people to have around and have adopted their personalities and how they view things. Now, when I even have a glimpse of my Snapchat memories and who I used to be back in high school, I don't even recognize myself. It's like I'm a completely different person. I didn't realize it at the time because I was, my subconscious. I was subconsciously doing it. But later on, I had to erase all those mindsets that I once had and had to find myself in order to know who I truly was and gain a self-based thinking that nobody could ever take away from me. Because it was me. It's who I am. Nobody's like you. Nobody does the things you do. Even if they do similar things, nobody's going to do it the way that you do it. If you're questioning your beliefs and your behaviors that have grown onto you out of nowhere, and you've just met a person, or you only hang around one set of people, it's time for you to question the people around you ASAP, ASAP. If you hang around those who project self-hate, you'll get thoughts about self-hate. If you hang around those who complain a lot, yes, it will drain you, but also cause you to complain as well. But most importantly, if you hang around those who strive to love themselves, you will feel as though participating in those same practices are important, because you're hanging around a person and you're exposing energy to a person who is passionate about it, and they're teaching you how important it is, rather than somebody who was prioritizing negative energy and thoughts. Stay grounded in your energy and be true to yourself, so that when people come toward you in your life, you know what is for you and what is not for you, because you'll know yourself. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today. My name is Mango, or Saniya, which is my real name. Thank you for watching. I love you. Make sure to love yourself. Check out my Instagram. Subscribe, like. Maybe you'll like some of the future content that I have. Thank you so much. That's how you slay some energy vampires. 너의 발을 맞추려 할 때